Toyota S6J3001 mileage correction made easy with Yanhua ACDP Module 41. Hey folks, Hussain here, and welcome back to Baabji Motors, the garage of knowledge where we break down the most complex diagnostic and programming tools into simple steps you can follow. But before we rev the engine on today's topic, let's clear the road with a quick note. This video is purely for educational and informational purposes. Everything you see here is meant to help technicians, learners, and enthusiasts. All trademarks belong to their respective owners. And, as always, you should follow the official manufacturer guidelines and your local laws before doing any work on vehicles. Now, here's a fun question for you to kick things off. If you had the power to reset or correct the mileage on any car's cluster, would you use it to fix an actual repair job or just to prank a friend? Drop your answer in the comments because I'm curious about what you do. And while you're thinking, let's set a goal: 10,000 likes and 1,000 comments within 24 hours. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, because it takes just a second, but helps this channel grow more than you think. Oh, and don't forget to hype this video in the comments. It's totally free, fun, and gives the video a big boost on the charts. All right, let's get into the real deal. So, Yanhua's rolled out a game-changing update with their Mini ACDP. They've introduced Module 41, designed specifically for Toyota clusters like the R7F701441, R7F701401, and of course the S6J3001. What makes this special is that you can now correct mileage directly through OBD or CAN mode, which takes away a lot of the usual hassle. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to carry out a mileage correction on the S6J3001 cluster. First, let's talk about what you need. The essentials are either a Yanhua Mini ACDP1 or ACDP2 host, along with Module 41 and the adapter. These are your tools of the trade. The operation can be done in two ways: OBD mode or CAN mode. The recommendation is to try OBD first because it's quick and straightforward. But if that doesn't work, you'll need to fall back to CAN, which means taking the cluster out and working on it via bench mode. Here's the procedure step by step. Connect your ACDP1 or ACDP2 host to the vehicle using the OBD adapter. Open the ACDP app and head into the Toyota Audio section. Select the OBD/CAN reset mileage option for the S6J3001 function. Once you're in, the system will identify the vehicle's details and pull up the original mileage. At this point, you'll want to save that mileage data as a backup. Now, move on to the reset KM data function. Make sure the ignition and the cluster are both turned on. The system will attempt to read the odometer data and enter programming mode. If you see an error message saying it can't enter programming mode, that's your signal that OBD won't work and you'll need to go the CN route. For CAN mode, the process is a bit more hands-on. Start by removing the instrument cluster from the vehicle. Then, head into the Clear DDC function in the app and check the connection diagram. It'll show you exactly how to wire everything up with Module 41. Once connected via CAN, select Reset CAM Data again, confirm the mileage, and save a file. Pay close attention to the backup file path because the file name should always end with orig.bin. This ensures you've got the original data safely stored. Next comes the exciting part, entering the new mileage you want. Once you've typed in the new figure, hit write, and the system will program the updated mileage into the cluster. To verify, simply read the mileage again, and you'll see that the change has been successfully applied. It's that straightforward, as long as you follow each step carefully. Now, let's take a quick detour and talk about compatibility, because this isn't just for one or two models. ACDP Module 41 supports a wide range of Toyota and Lexus vehicles. For example, Toyota's 4Runner, Allion, Avalon, Camry, Corolla, Highlander, and even newer models like the BZ4X and Corolla Cross are all covered. On the Lexus side, models like the ES, LS, LX600, RX350, NX350, and many more are supported as well. To put it simply, this module is versatile. It can handle everything from 2016 Harriers to the latest 2024 Crown. And that's why this update is such a big deal. Instead of juggling multiple tools or worrying about unsupported clusters, Module 41 gives you a reliable solution in one package. All right, so let's circle back to the question I asked at the start. Would you use mileage correction strictly for legitimate repairs, or would you sneak in a harmless prank? The correct and responsible answer, of course, is repairs only, because this tool is designed for professional use in servicing vehicles. Personally, I think this update from Yanhua is brilliant, especially because it streamlines the process for technicians who deal with these clusters regularly. Now, I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you see this as a must-have tool in your garage, or is it something you'd only use occasionally? Drop your answers in the comments. I'll be reading them all. And before you go, here's a cool fact for you. Did you know that in some luxury cars, the mileage isn't just stored in the instrument cluster, but also backed up in the ECU and even the BCM? That's why tools like ACDP need to be so advanced. They've got to handle multiple data storage points to ensure the correction is accurate. That's it for today's breakdown. If you found value here, please show your support by smashing that like button. We're aiming for 10,000 likes and 1,000 comments within 24 hours. Subscribe if you haven't, share this with your fellow techs, and don't forget to hype this video in the comments to help us climb the YouTube leaderboard. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep learning, keep experimenting, and keep your diagnostic game strong.